Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the two wins I had today trading Forex. I was trading GBP CAD and GBP USD. Yeah, let me show you. I will try to show you here. GBP CAD and GBP USD, I won $48 on GBP CAD and I won $47 on GBP USD. So the strategy I use, it's a swing strategy where I use the daily chart to look for my setups. I set the alerts. Actually, let's go to the chart. 1 second. Okay, we're on the charts. So first off, we're going to look at GBP CAD. The strategy is very easy to understand, but you have to be patient and you have to set your alerts and then wait for it to hit and then start looking at the trade. So anyway, before we came in here, it's basically just support and resistance, and this red line I draw here is, I just click here, horizontal line, I click the line, I put it here. The reason I put it here, I'm going to delete again. The reason that I put it here is basically because in the past you can see here when it came down to here, so the zone reacts, or the line acts as a zone. So you can see it comes down, it starts to bounce off. Here again, it comes down to the line, it starts to bounce off. It comes down to the line, it starts to bounce off. Many times in this area. You can see again here more recently, not so recent, but you know, here it happens, here it happens, here, and this is the most recent one. So we have a lot of history that when price gets into these kind of zones, it will have some kind of reaction. So what I did was I was right clicking, add alert. I had add an alert on the right line. I put here. So today is Monday. On Friday, I could see that price, or actually here, this is on Friday. On Friday evening, my alert went off. And I didn't take the trade on Friday evening, even if I could, because I wanted to see if it actually respected this line, the red line. I'm gonna put this away. So if it respects the zone and starts to bounce off, that's when I want to take the trade. It doesn't need to be much, but a little bit. So it comes into the zone, it starts to reject, and honestly, if I was awake a little bit earlier, I would probably have taken the trade maybe down here. So this is yesterday, this is today, but yeah, I would probably have taken the trade down here, but I wasn't awake. So when I woke up, I took the trade around here, and it's actually should be, that's about where I took the trade. For 1-to-1 risk to reward, the reason again it's very simple. It comes down to the line. I waited for the alert. I always wait for the alert to go off. If the alert doesn't go off, then I don't take the trade. So now it had gone off, and I was just waiting a little bit for the rejection. And at the time I was sleeping when I was waiting, because it was night. When I woke up in the morning, Monday morning, it had already moved quite a lot during Asia session. The session doesn't matter when you take these trades. Of course, it's better to take it during London or New York session, but it doesn't really matter. So I took it during London session in the morning. It started to, let's go. So I usually just look at the daily to find the setups, and then I am looking to manage the trade. Yeah, so I took it probably around here. Because again, I could see that it was starting to go up again. But yeah, usually it doesn't come so fast into profit. Usually have a bigger stop loss, but again, because I was late today, my stop loss was smaller, and I went for a 1-to-1, and that's about it. If it had come down to 50% of my trade, or a little bit more, 2/3, I would have stopped it around maybe half or 2/3, because that's kind of my strategy as well. It's if the trades doesn't work out, and it's not always working out, then I don't let it always hit the stop loss. Sometimes it will hit the stop loss, and that's fine, but often I exit the trade at 50%. So basically, it just keeps my risk to reward kind of higher, or my profit is, my strategy is working very well doing it like that. Anyway, let's go back to the chart. So that's what happened. I was just looking at the daily chart, about $50 profit. I don't want to overcomplicate this, because then maybe you don't understand what I'm talking about. So that was GBP CAD. GBP USD is here. It's actually quite similar setup. It's very similar actually. Again, usually I go up here. I have an horizontal line. I put it down exactly here where it is, but now I'm going to delete it because we already have one here. It starts to bounce. You don't need to put these. I use this tool just to show where it have bounced before. You don't need to put this. I just find it easier to, like, if I go here and then I put all the blue dots, then I find it easier to kind of have the red line in the middle. So that's why I do it. But yeah, again, the same thing. It comes down, bounces, comes down, bounces. Here it breaks through, that's fine. It bounces again, it bounces again. This one is, I don't know. Yeah, this anyway is a bounce. So this is kind of like, again, it's a zone. It's always like that in trading. It's not the absolute. So anyway, the same thing this morning happened as GBP CAD yesterday, or actually on Friday, the 15th of May. I didn't take the trade. I put an alert, right click, add alert, alert on the red line. So on Friday, my alert got hit, and I started to wait for a rejection. The rejection didn't happen, or the bounce didn't start to happen so visibly on Friday. So I thought it was better to wait a little bit. I wanted to go up at least a little bit, not so much because then it's basically too late. But yeah, again, this trade I took a little bit late. I would probably have had it a little bit more like down here, to be honest. But I wasn't awake that time, and when I woke up, the trade was kind of still valid. So I took it around here for a 1-to-1 risk to reward. And usually the trade doesn't go into profit this fast. I took it this morning and now it's the evening, and both GBP CAD and GBP USD hit the profit target. So anyway, that's the 2 wins for today. I was risking, this is actually a funded challenge, so I was risking 0.5% on the funded challenge. Usually I trade my personal account, my private account, but I didn't do that today because, yeah, anyway, I took it on the funded challenge. So yeah, that's the 2 wins I had for today, and I'm stoked about it. I hope you learned something. I have a free Telegram channel where I post all of my trades when I take them. So if you're interested to, or actually only if you are committed to learning swing trading, of course you can go look at the channel, follow the channel, and also start to take these trades. I would recommend that you do it on the demo account first and do it for a while. Do it for like at least 3 months, 3 to 6 months. Not all of the trades hit the target, and that's fine. That's part of every trading strategy. The ones that goes against me, I usually stop them out at 50%. Even if it's a 1-to-1, it's not really a 1-to-1, to be honest. But I manage it. I have an alert at 50%, and yeah, anyway, I manage it as it goes. I share everything in this free channel, so if you want to look at my trades, follow my trades, take the trades, feel free to do it. And then when you are profitable with this strategy, then that's when you can start going to the private accounts. Or I'm doing a funded challenge now just for fun, but I really like to do personal accounts. You need to have quite a lot of capital. So that's another thing. I'm personally I'm risking 5% per trade on the private account, and on the funded account I'm risking 0.5%. So I don't blow the account. They have so many rules on the funded challenges or the funded accounts in general. Anyway, that's it. A lot of talking. Hope you learned something. Go check out the free channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.